Hello everyone, welcome all, karibu to my YouTube channel. Today's videos, as you can see, I'm on the official website of the US Department of State, Bureau of Consular Affairs, which is Travel.state.gov, where all the important US visa news are always released on the website. So stay until the end of this video so that you can be aware of the today's videos or the sharing news concerning the waiver of the interview requirement for a certain non-immigrant visas. So today's videos will base on the released news of the waiver of the interview requirement for a certain non-immigrant visa. So this is an important announcement which has been released on December 23, 2021. So it means it was yesterday the news was released. And the news goes as follows. It says, the Secretary of State, in consultation with the Department of the Homeland Security, has authorized consular officers through the end of 2022 to waive the in-person interview requirement for a certain temporary employment non-immigrant visa applicants who have a petition approved by the US Citizenship and Immigration Services. This authorization applies to temporary workers applying for H1, H3, H4, R, P, and Q visas who meet certain conditions, including that they are applying for a visa in their country of nationality or residence. Under this authority, consular officers have discretion to waive the visa interview requirement for individual petition-based H1, H2, H1, H3, H4, L, O, P, and Q applicants who were previously issued any type of visa and who have never been refused a visa unless such refusal was overcome or waived, and who have not apparent ineligible or potential ineligibility, or first-time individual petition-based H1, H2, H4, R, O, P, and Q, and who are citizen or national of a country that participate in the visa waiver program, provided they have no apparent ineligibility or potential ineligibility and have previous traveled to the United States using an authorization obtained via electronic system for travel authorization ESTA. So, guys, those people who are once in their lifetime have applied these categories of visa, means H1, H3, H4, L, O, P, and Q type of visa, and they were granted, and later on they wish to apply the same visa, which these are non-immigrant visa. So those people will no longer require to have the in-person interview to the US Embassy or consulate in their home countries or in their national. Rather than their visa interview will be waived and they will be issued the visa so that they can move or they can enter the United States and perform their activities. So in addition, the Secretary extended previous approved policy to waive the visa interview for certain students, professors, research scholars, short-term scholars, or specialists. It means FM and academic J visas applicants through the end of 2022. Once changed to the previous policy is that applicants eligible for waiver authority because they are citizen or national of visa waiver program participating country must have previous travel to the United States using an authorized obtained via ESTA to qualify. Applicants must apply for a visa in their country of nationality or residence. Like the policy of a certain individual petition-based visa applicants, consular officers have discretion to waive the interview for FM or academic J visas applicants who were previously issued any type of visa and who have never been refused a visa unless such refusal was overcome or waived, and who have no apparent ineligibility or potential ineligibility or first time FM or academic J visas applicants who are citizen or national of a country that participate in visa waiver program and who have previous traveled to the United States via ESTA's authorization, provided they have no apparent ineligibility or potential ineligibility. So, if you are the student or you are the professor or research scholars or a short-term scholars or a specialist, which your visas will be based on category of FM and academic J visas. Also, they will be waived the in-person interview if before they have been applied for these visas and they have been granted and go or enter the United States. So if they go again and reapply this kind of visas, there will be no interview for them, rather than they will be issued a visa, applied visa. The message continues. The previous authority allowing for waiver of interview for a certain H2 temporary agricultural or non-agricultural workers applicant has also been extended through the end of 2022. Applicants renewing any visa within 48 months of expiration are also ineligible for interview waiver. You see, also they will be eligible for interview waiver. So, consular resources and the local government restriction vary widely, and each consular section is continuous reviewing its capacity to adjudicate visa application during this worldwide pandemic. And as we address global issues and competing priorities, we encourage applicants to check their website of the relevant US embassies or consulate to confirm the level of services currently offered and to find guidelines for applying for a visa without an interview. So this was the message or the news released by the US Department of State concerning the waiver of the interview requirement for a certain non-immigrant visas. And those visas are H1, H3, H4, L, O, P, and Q types of visas. So if you have been given or issued this type of visas before and you wish to apply it for another time, you will be waived off. There will be no in-person interview for you, rather than you will be granted visa. And I think what the Department of State tries to do is to make sure that the visa backgrounds are reduced, because since the pandemic has started, which was in 2020, most of the US embassy and US consulates were shut down its services, which at the end resulted to the many visa backroads from immigrant to non-immigrant visas applications. So now the US Department of State has decided that some of the certain visa category will be waived the interview requirement. So this is to speed up the reduction or to reduce the visa backlogs which is facing many or most of the US embassy or consulate around the world. So this was just an important announcement. Stay tuned, keep following me to my YouTube channel. I will going to share with you many important news concerning the US immigration visas, especially the diversity visa program and other non-immigrant visas category. Share the video, don't forget to like so that I can keep continuing make videos like this and people can be aware of the released news. Thank you and don't forget to subscribe.